Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner members? This is your boy Earth Mac, the mad scientist.
And it's your boy Boogie. I don't have a cool name yet, but I'll figure one out. And this is Nerd Talk Live. Welcome to another week of Nerd Talk Live. We made it. Another week down. How was your week?
Man, week's been great, man. Week's been great, man. I've been working on some things, man, doing some things, and as you can see, look, new vibe.
Well, hello. This is a pleasant surprise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. This
shit is actually fires. This is actually dope. This is actually super dope. This is actually really, really fire, bro. Not for nothing.
Yeah.
I love the way this looks.
Man, listen to the listeners out there, the viewers out there, man. I did like 2 videos this week. I did one. Well, the second one's coming out later on this week, but Absolute Batman, go check that out. I did cover Absolute Batman #1, and I actually peeled back the curtain a little bit, thanking our subscribers because we have now 338 subscribers, and that's right.
It keeps going up every week. We got a higher number, ain't it?
Every week we are steadily climbing, and as peeling back the curtain, I thank you. I talk about peel back the curtain on how I got into the comics and why I love comics so much, and how I love geekdom as a whole. So that was just only part 1. Depending on how well that video does, I will continue to do those videos. And then another thing I was thinking about doing is actually my visits to the comic book store, actually take you guys with me to the comic book store and see my process as far as what I do. You know, where do I look? There's like 3 comic book stores here in Columbia. There's Cosmic Rays, there's Heroes and Dragons, and
Heroes and Dragons is popular.
Yeah, Heroes and Dragons is very popular, and Scratch and Spin. Like Heroes and Dragons is bigger by size, but I say the best aesthetic is Scratch and Spin, because when you first walk in, you got action figures, you got DVD movie sets, series sets, DVDs over here. You got retro games on the side. Also, you got comics all around and in the back. And this is like the first half of the store, right? So when you go to the second half of the store, vinyl, nothing but vinyl.
Yeah,
like straight up records. And I was like, you can buy records because I have a record player.
Ain't too many places you can buy vinyl now.
Vinyl and comics in the same spot.
I say, yeah. I'm saying you don't see that very, very often. I mean, there's very few places you could go.
Not at all.
Especially in here. Yeah, that's what's up.
So that's where I always get my vinyl from, and the vibe is always cool. Dudes always listen to music. Because today I walked up in there, and I bought some more bags and boards like for the comics that I had, and he had Andre
Scratch and Peel,
Scratch and Spin,
Scratch and Spin.
Yeah, Scratch and Spin, and he had Andre 3000 out here bumping. Like in there, I'm like, you know, I'm seeing him vibing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's making it easy on you.
Right. I misspoke. It was Outkast. It was actually Outkast. It was an Outkast album. He was listening to, and I knew it was through vinyl. It was just resonating through the store, man. It's crazy. Yeah. The owner name is Eric, and he's going to be on the show really, really soon. So just
dope.
Yeah, I've talked to him, and he said he'd be down for that. Just let him know when. So, man,
that's exciting. That sounds like a whole bunch of Patreon stuff, ain't it?
You know what? Yes, the Patreon subscribers will get that first. They will get that first. All right. If you want to be a patron Geek Corner member, hey, the link is in the description below, as well as our Discord, which is free 99. We got multiple channels, multiple interests in geekdom, and but the Patreon, they get a little bit of a benefit because they get the videos before YouTube gets them, so they get them like a day or 2 before. So, but Boogie, man, what you been up to, bro? As I said,
man, I've been, I've been, it's just, man, I've been hanging out with Winry, man. Me and Winry been hanging out, learning, and Winry, man, she picks up quick. She picks up real quick. It's been super easy to train her and stuff and go take her out. She's been doing chores with me. Yeah, we go out to the farm. we just do everything together. So it's like it's cool. And so she's with me. So I feel like that's been taking up most of my time is just hanging out with Winry and catching up on some cool stuff because I had missed a couple weeks of the Penguin. So I caught up on that.
I still haven't watched the most recent episode yet.
Watch that. And then I need to finish Shogun. So that's another one. And so now that we're done with Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, and Attack on Titan, we're looking for the next epic tale to watch.
Okay.
So if you got suggestions or if anybody listening has suggestions, if you haven't caught up, so like I said, we watched Hajime no Ippo. We've watched Kaiju number 8. We've watched Solo Leveling. We've watched Attack on Titan. We've watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
There might have been. I feel like I might be missing one. But I'm looking for the next big one.
Okay, now how epic you trying to talk?
She can't. I don't think look, and not for nothing. I don't think she could do One Piece.
Okay.
I don't think that she tried it. It wasn't for her, right? So maybe
finish Attack on Titan, finish Hajime no Ippo, finish Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's a good one.
Yeah. So she likes something dark. You know what I mean? She likes darker, grittier animes with like deep plots and character building.
Black Lagoon. It's action packed, but it has a strong female protagonist. I'm sorry. It's female led, and it's really good. I'm pretty sure you heard of it. So that's one thing.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it yet though.
It's one thing on the list. I want her.
I thought about Naruto, but like Naruto for the same reason. Like I don't think she would, get into it for the same reasons that she wouldn't get into One Piece.
So here's my thing with that. So if you're trying to introduce somebody, and this for the viewers too, if y'all trying to introduce somebody to Naruto or One Piece, don't tell them how many episodes it is. Just give it to them like as is, and just see if they're just interested in the story. Because once they're like, well, how many episodes it is, after they watch it, you're telling me like, oh, there's more shit. They keep on voting.
That is very true. That is very, very true. I will say she doesn't know how many episodes are in them.
Okay.
It's just that it's like it's too cartoony. That she says it's too I guess upbeat, like it seems like too kiddish a little bit, with the voice acting and all that shit. Like it just seems too little kiddish, you know what I mean? And so I know that that's not the case. You know what I mean? We know that that's not the case, but she just likes something like just grittier, like Berserk. I don't know. I thought about Berserk.
Yeah, the 3 movies. It's not on Crunchyroll though. The 3 movies were on Netflix, and I think they took them off. So
I think they're on Hulu though. I think Hulu got them.
I think so. Not the series though, but they got the 3 compilation movies, and they kind of give you. Yeah. It's not finished. It's not a finished story, but if you're looking for a complete story, yeah, I'll say Black Lagoon. Yu Yu Hakusho. It's not. It's gritty.
She would watch that. Watch that.
Yeah, it's gritty. Berserk is really like the darkest, the dark you can get. You know what I'm saying? I would recommend Akame ga Kill, but
Akame ga Kill is fire, bro.
It's fire, but I'll never watch it again. But I'll say it's good to watch it one time. Oh, Death Note. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, we finished that.
Okay. So Death Note. I'll say Black Lagoon. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna watch Black Lagoon. We'll watch an episode of that.
Yeah, Black Lagoon is
see where that go.
Really dope.
Appreciate that.
Man, so yeah, I'm gonna get into some things, man. Saturday. So here's what I was doing. I was, peeling back the curtain a little bit. So y'all see the new aesthetic, see the new borders and stuff like that. Okay.
Do I?
So thing is that I was looking at not StreamYard, but Streamlabs. I was looking at Streamlabs because I was looking like the transition. I was kind of weeding it out, and it took me some mad hours. I literally started at night, and I didn't get off this computer till about 3 or 4 in the morning. Right? I got half of the stuff I needed to get done as far as like putting up certain items or whatever. But I realized there's certain things I couldn't do, and I would literally have to man stuff, how to switch things all out manually. Right? So I jumped back over to StreamYard, which was a little bit more seamless. And I was able to do this, able to put this in. Now, y'all might want to pay attention to the ticker down there because these are legit news. So you might want to read that as it comes through, scrolling through. But so after that, I caught up on some anime. I read some comics, man. DC is flying off the shelves, bro. I picked up.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on. You already know.
I gotta jump on the hype train, bro. I don't buy enough comics or any comics.
Hey, man, I got you. So I got Absolute Wonder Woman. No, that can't. You already know. So here's the thing that pissed me off, right? So
I don't.
I got a pull list, right? And I absolutely said absolute Batman, absolute Superman, absolute Wonder Woman, and all the variants because I want a variant cover. It didn't put the variant covers in, and I don't think in his defense, I don't think he ordered the variants or whatever. So I think he just got the ratios and they was going like that. But I already know where to get the variant that I want from, and I'm gonna get it that way. So absolute Wonder Woman, definitely get this. And this bad boy right here, this is Blade right here. This you see the red band on the joint?
Yeah. I see it. That means some crazy stuff in it, ain't it?
Diabolical stuff.
Diabolical stuff.
Diabolical stuff, man. Listen, I probably won't even open this.
Where you keep all your comics at, bro?
So I got this. You can get these boxes, right? That you can actually file your comics in, like bag and border, and just be like line up like this. You can just like do. That's
like a Rolodex. It's like a box Rolodex of comic books.
Pretty much. And also, earlier this week, I got some more DC compact comics. This one of the ones, Batman Hush by Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb. Man, y'all need to read that. And also, just like last week when we was talking about like Superman, that's coming out next year, and where James Gunn and the other director is trying to get the stories from. I got a comment right here. All-Star Superman.
Oh, okay. Dope.
$10 a piece.
Hey, $10 a piece. So and then you read everything you get. Like you're a collector, but it's not like you're not grading anything or like you're not trying to have like a crazy collect. Are you? Yeah. Oh, okay.
So anything that I just showed you, it's not coming out. It's not coming out the plastic. Like I'm not reading it. I'm gonna read it on my phone.
That's cool.
I have Comixology. So what I do is I buy the physical copy, support the comic book store like that, and I'm gonna buy the comic again on digital and actually read it like that because I'm not turning no pages. I can actually boom.
Yeah.
So I get the variants that I want. I can get them graded like I want, and then voila, I'm good with that. So yeah, so I'm gonna get some comics. I'm gonna catching up on some anime and reading some manga. So obviously y'all seen the thumbnail. And we found it. I'm gonna wait till we jump on the other train right here. But just like we got a jam-packed show though. We got manga, we got anime, we got some new news in regards to Marvel, and some other geekdom news and some other stuff that's coming out, man. So ready to get this thing started?
Ready, bro.
Yeah, so Sakamoto Days, bro. Like we read the first 2 chapters, and
I read the 3. I read the first 3.
You read the first 3? Okay, cool. Hey,
I did.
You ahead. So the thing is, there's been strong rumors that there's a Sakamoto Days anime that's coming out soon, and And there's some circles that I've been roaming around that they've been reading Sakamoto Days religiously. Before the anime was even announced, this was one of the premier manga that they've been reading. And so I'm like, you know what? Let's check this out. What's your first impressions?
Yo, I think it's dope. It's pretty much it's John Wick.
Oh,
I feel like it's John Wick. Just imagine John Wick, right? And that's John Wick. Yeah. Now imagine John Wick, before he left, was like on top of his game, and then he met a girl, and then she was like, I don't like you doing all this killing, baby. I need you to stop. And then, he was just like, okay, I'll stop for you. You know what I mean? He got caught up in the and just I guess having a girlfriend. So yeah, he promised her that he wouldn't kill anybody and instead turned that to help people. But he was like the most feared assassin for the longest. He was, what did they say? They said that assassins revered him and bad guys were feared him.
Yes, like he was the most feared assassin. Oh, hitman. He was the most feared hitman.
Hitman.
Yeah, and he was part of a certain life, man. Like, listen, that man said he was the most notorious killer until he walked into a store and he saw this woman and immediately fell in love with her. Like immediately. Like there was
immediately.
All she said was welcome. Like she got the sauce.
Like yeah, she do got the juice, ain't it?
Yeah, she got the sauce. And she was like, hey, welcome.
So it's cool, right? So and you see him, right? And years later, he gains weight. Yeah, there he goes. He gains weight, got out of shape. But don't sleep on him now. But don't sleep on him now. He might have put on a couple pounds, but the man he still got motion.
Absolutely. I think so. This happened within like 3 pages, right? It was like 3 or 4 pages of us reading it. And I was like, wow, okay. I can see why people's already engaged. Like if you're a manga artist, manga writer, like that first impression gotta get you. And he basically did what any typical man would do. Like you already know you eating certain foods, you like caught diesel and everything else, then you meet somebody and you get that happy weight. Then you got a wife and kid, you get happy weight. and that's
happy. That's a good way to put it.
And that's what he got. He got happy weight. He's like, I'm gonna just. And he been eating ramen. That what really got him. He was just eating.
He got him. He just eating ramen, got his ass. But it's crazy because you do see him like he is a changed man. You know what I mean? That's not the life that he wants to live anymore. Yeah. But unfortunately, he gets pulled back into it. Because unfortunately, in that group that he was in of hitmen, you can't just leave. You gotta pay the price for leaving the mission, they say, and that's death is the penalty for that. So now they on his ass. I'm trying to get to him, but they gonna have to get to him first, right?
They're gonna have to.
And there's people that he's gonna protect too, and that adds a whole different level to it.
It is. It's like any like mafia series or mafia movie or hitman movie. Like if you just all of a sudden leave the life, you can't just leave the life without penalty. Like just like John Wick, it's been said like, yo, you got out, but you did something to pull you back in. And now we're gonna have to get our comeuppance. Like we're gonna have to get our payment from you because you did XYZ. You violated. So but again, he's the most notorious hitman in the world. So how would you try to combat that? Like you send one dude after this man, and then on top of that, like Shin. So Shin, we find out that is clairvoyant, so he can read minds. He can hear your thoughts. And the funniest thing with me is he was slurping. He's like, man, this dude gained weight, man. You a shell of yourself. As soon as you put that cigarette in his mouth,
you ain't see that, did you? Yeah. You ain't see that coming.
Man, listen. He's like, oh, you think I'll...
Yeah, you know what's amazing about this
Facts.
He got that man lacking. He was like, wait. He like, what?
Yeah,
he told him, he's like, yo, I will kill you, bro. Like, I'm eating this ramen. He just had a box cutter. That's it.
That's it.
Just
something that he used to unpack the inventory.
Right. So, how do you feel about Shin as a character though? Like I feel like he's definitely comedy relief. Like this shit happened so fast with him.
He's comedy relief, man. But I do enjoy his character already because like even though that he was sent on a mission to kill Sakamoto, there is honor in what he does because he when he went in there and he went to go see him to kill him, he went back to his boss who ordered him to go kill him and said, hey, listen, let's not kill him, bro. Like he's just all he wants. He's a family man now. He wants to raise his family and be left alone. He's fat. Like he's not worth it, bro. Just let him live his life. And when they told him, nah, you gotta pay, he said, well then let me pay his debt instead.
Yeah. Like
let
me get me. I do me.
I don't have nothing to live for. He got people that depend on him and shit like that. He's living his life. Let him live. So there was honor once he went and found out that this was what Sakamoto was now. But obviously, so what did he say? The guy said, okay, yeah, you could go ahead and do that. But in his mind, he was like, he's an idiot if he does that. I'm going to turn around and kill him, forgetting that he was clairvoyant and could read his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, man, nah. And then Sakamoto came and saved his ass. So I think they're a good duo, and he is great comedic relief.
Hey,
hey, bro. Hey, he said, just in case you forget.
Listen,
yeah.
His mouth
in his
got
mind.
too loose.
Yeah. His mouth got way too loose. He said, hey, yo.
His wife was like, you did what?
You talking like too much, bro.
Like these guys, like you went and kicked.
In his mind, he did it though. He did it in his mind because he's clairvoyant.
Yeah. That
killed that crazy. He said, "You killed me in your mind." That's funny.
Like
that's funny. He said, "In case
like,
you forget, man, I'm with the shit." Yeah, I stand on business.
Like, come on, man. Like you know better. You know better than this.
Easily.
So in my lifetime, though, I can tell you, I finished only 2 manga, and that is Bleach and Demon Slayer. Those are the ones I finished because with Bleach, it took some time. It had some fill up in there, and I was so into Bleach, I wanted to finish it. I just like, let me go read ahead because I was reading new chapters. I would never forget it. I used to work at Sykes, and I had a homeboy. Well, have a homeboy, and he used to hook me up like with some new Bleach content. He said, "Man, you should read a new Bleach." I was reading it every time it came out, reading the new stuff, and to the point that I actually finished it. I was like, "Oh wow, man, this is what happened. We talk about it every time." So Demon Slayer, that pissed me off too because with Demon Slayer, they stretching this thing out to high heaven. If I wasn't a book reader, I would be livid right now. I was like, why are we doing this? So I finished Demon Slayer like when it finished in the manga. So I feel like Sakamoto Days will be the manga that I do finish. There'll be a third one that I do like finish to completion. But there is one manga though I want to collect.
What's that?
I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but it is an anime called Air Gear. You remember that?
No.
So Air Gear, no. Air Gear is not a mech. So with Air Gear, if you are familiar with what was the one with the Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're familiar with Jet Set Radio, it kind of got the same attitude. So with Air Gear, Iki Maname is the main character, and they are on air treks, rollerblades. But the rollerblades are motorized, right? So you go like the hoverboards, but it's like they're on rollerblades though. You do all kind of insane tricks and all this other stuff, but they're trying to reach the top of Tropium, which is like this area of dominance or whatever. And it's sports centric, but it's not. It's like underground shit, basically. And you got different teams, you got different emblems that you represent. So there's an emblem on the wall right here, and you slap your emblem over that one, that let them know, hey, I'm with the shits. Like, come see me and my squad.
Yeah, so that's like real life gang shit.
Right, it's a parts war. If you lose, your team disbands forever. There's no coming back. So that's how serious it is. And people do die too. Like they die in the manga. So, you got one.
It sounds like fun.
It is. You got one where he can control fire, and they call him like Spitfire. You got one that control lightning, and they got different regalia. It's called regalia. And it's like these special parts in your air tracks that make you have special abilities. So
fire.
Yeah, absolutely. If I can find the air gear, I got chapter 1. I got book 1 of air gear. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere. Really
Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer were the 2 mangas that I finished.
Really?
Yeah.
That's before the anime finished, or?
Yep, I finished. Yeah, I finished both of those before the anime finished.
Okay. Yeah.
Those are the only 2 that I've ever finished. Period. To be honest, I've never been. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, manga's cool, especially like like Super. When you're waiting on Super to come out, you read the manga because you want to watch Super. And it's coming out on manga, so I watch it. But like, to be honest, like, I'm not going out of my way to read a manga. But those 2 are both dope. And Sakamoto Days, like, I'll watch this one, or I'll read this one.
Yeah, you should go out your way to read some manga. Well, actually, we both should,
bro. And I never finished Bleach either, bro. I fell off of Bleach.
So you ain't watching the 1,000-Year Blood War? You been watching that? Dog, please tell me you've been watching 1,000-Year Blood War. Please tell me you've been watching that, dog. Dog, come on, man. Yeah. Come on, dog. Come on,
hey,
man.
bro. Like, I mean, it just, I don't know. It got not exciting anymore for me for a little bit.
Wait a minute. At what point?
I don't know. Like, maybe season 3.
What was season 3? Wait a minute. Did you watch the filler too?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. That's why. That's okay. All right. Season 3 is Bounce. It was the Bounce art. You could have hollered at your boy and said, skip them damn fillers. Skip Bounce art, because that is the most trashiest, the most like unnecessary filler ever. Except for the
people tell me all the time that it gets better. People always tell me that it gets better. Like, watch it just gets better. But like, I don't know. Like, I was just not interested in it anymore. But I mean, I'll finish it, I guess, eventually.
I fully understand why you got off of Bleach, because you said season 3, and season 3 is the Bounce art, and that is super boring. Now, there's a small group of people that like it. They're weird, but now the only filler I say that is worth watching is the Zanpakuto filler art. Now that one is when the Zanpakuto turn on their owners, and they become the being itself in real life, and they have to fight their own Zanpakuto to put it back. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that's the only one that's worth something. Is the Zanpakuto filler art. Everything else though, you need to watch them shits. Like, so like after the not Wako Mundo, but when they save Rukia, because you passed that part. All right, skip that Bounce art. They're gonna jump right back into what happened after that fact. And that's when you realize there's visors, and there's a Ronkar, and Espada. You're gonna find those out. You're gonna realize what Aizen been doing in Wako Mundo. He ain't just been sitting on his hands. I'm gonna tell you, he ain't been doing that. This man created. Let's just say he created his own soul society with Hollow. That everybody is numbered, and they all sit at the chair. And Aizen is sitting at the head, Tozen is to his left, Gin Ichimaru on his right, and then he got subordinates up under there. He has his own society. And then 1,000-Year Blood War art, that is no holds barred, uncensored shit on manga. Your guts will get spilled.
Yeah.
You will see that. You'll find out who the first Kenpachi is. because it ain't Kenpachi Squad 11.
Okay.
Kenpachi is the name given to the strongest person of Squad 11. So there's the one. There's number one, and right up under your nose the whole damn time.
Okay.
Yes,
Well, maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll pick it back up.
You get to see Bankai. You get to see Kisuke's Bankai. You get to see
Bankai?
You get to see Kisuke Uruhara's Bankai, and that's just one. I'm telling you. But Sakamoto Days though, man, that's definitely worth the read though, and that's definitely worth the watch for sure.
I spent a lot of time telling people Bleach was fucking whack. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I spent a lot of time saying that, but I to be fair though, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I ain't finished this, so I can't say that in full honesty. It's mostly on some troll shit that I say that, but it usually is on some troll. If somebody's talking about Bleach, just knowing that I got bored and I stopped watching, I'm like, yo, Bleach is trash, yo.
Why? Why?
Because it's funny. But no, I'll watch it. I'll finish watching it at some point. One day.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Nah. You need to go back and watch that, dog. You got to go back and watch that. Like it's a crime. It's a crime. There's a reason why Bleach is part of the big three. But that's in other news. That's in other news though. Like for Sakamoto Days though, I feel like that's gonna be top tier. That's gonna be like Kaiju number 8 top tier.
Oh yeah. Facts, bro. Facts. I can't wait for that shit to be an anime. Cannot wait.
Bro, you see that second panel where he was slicing heads off? I was like,
oh yeah. That's when I knew that there was about to be some shit that I would like. You know what I'm saying? He came through and they were like, hey, stop. Shink.
Yeah, that's it.
I said, oh, that's what we doing.
And he stabbed dude in the artery while as he was walking out. Dude didn't even felt it.
Yeah.
That's how quick it was. He just picked up the pen. Whop. Here you go, kid. Here you go.
He said, bro, you about to do what?
He saw that. Mm-hmm. And Shen was like, oh, I caught you when you stabbed me in his carotid artery. But whatever.
He kicked the shit out that dude too, ain't it?
Yeah, he just stabbed him in the throat.
But before that, when he was trying to run from him, he went and he kicked him through the shelves. He kicked the shit out of him through the shelves.
Oh, that's Shen. Yeah, he did kick Shen through the shelves.
Oh, that was Shen. Yeah, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah, but the first dude though, the one that
yeah.
When the kid spilled that thing on his white pants, and he spazzed. The other situation where it was like fuck around and find out where his wife hopped on the bus and they bus jacked the place and she was so relaxed and they had such a trash reason for jacking the bus. You're like, yo, they fucked up the manga. We're gonna run this bus into the manga building so they know what we talking about. And y'all
yeah. What a metaphor, bro. What a metaphor.
Shit, wow, man.
They're ready to do just about anything.
She was like, oh, my husband's on the way. Like, why you so calm? She's insane. I was like,
because he always comes to save me. I'm straight. Yeah. I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nah.
Y'all finna find out. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. This man rolled on a bike and he just had to look back. He like, hey, my wife's on that bus. He just said,
yeah. Hey, ain't he lose some weight during that thing too? He went back to his normal weight and he lost a whole bunch of calories, or he spent a whole bunch of calories and went back, or was that well, I didn't understand that part. I guess
I think it was part of like the art. Like I think it just showing how fast he is, but I don't think he slimmed down when he did that because it's some heavyset guy in a mask that saved the bus. The man stopped the bus with a stop sign.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, oh, he got super strength too. Okay, this is wild. This is
I guess the stop sign does too.
Yeah, right. He's like, hold on, I gotta stop this bus real quick. She's like, oh, hey, honey, you know what? I'm sorry for what I said earlier. And I guess they had like Article 12. It's like anytime we have an argument, we gotta pick a good dinner to go. I like that rule though. I actually like that rule.
That's a good rule.
I'm gonna have to use that.
That's a good rule. Yeah, I like that.
But then again, knowing my lady, like she gonna argue on proxy so we can go get something to eat. She was just gonna make up some shit.
Yeah. Every time I come home.
Why? Just walk in, and that's what she goes. Why?
Yeah. Why?
Like,
guess we're going out to eat.
Like, we ain't got nothing to argue about. Like, nah, we fussing now. Let's go to K-Pot.
Let's go to K-Pot. We spending $300 today. Let's get in the car.
But right now. But yeah, she
but I'm excited. I'm excited for Sakamoto. I'm excited for the anime. I'm excited for the next episode. But they got 38 chapters, I think it is right now.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
38 chapters. So I don't know, man. Maybe I'll get like a Viz account, man, and I'll just go ahead and read them.
I mean, you get like Shonen Jump. You can get Shonen Jump.
Viz or Shonen Jump, either one.
Yeah, Viz Media Shonen Jump. Yeah, you can do that. You can get all that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the next thing we are going to talk about is a hidden anime gem. So I got to tell you a little bit of story. So how I found out about this anime is that when I went to the bookstore to get my usual things, I went and got those 2 DC compact comics. I went in the manga section and I saw Trillion Game, right? And it was only like book 1. It was only like volume 1, right? And I was like, is this new? So of course I get on the Google, and then as I type it, I found out 2 things. A, it's an anime and it's on Crunchyroll. B, it is a live action as well. I gotta find it because there's a live action, and I think that came out in 2023.
Of Trillion Game?
Of Trillion Game, yes.
Oh man!
If I find this, you already know I'm sending it. You already know I'm putting it in there.
Yeah. You need to, because like, bro, I mean, there's 4 episodes out right now. There's 2 in English and then 2 that are in Japanese.
Yeah.
And I watched them. I watched 2 because I was glued to it. Because it's funny how accurate it probably is. You know what I mean? You got one guy who is willing to say and do whatever it is to get to the top, lie, cheat, steal, whatever it is to get to the top. Yeah. And then you got the actual talent. You know, you got somebody who's actually knows what they're doing, who can back up all that talk. And then you got somebody with the money. Yeah. So I think when it comes to like a conglomerate or like a business that's making like, you know, on the way to making $1 trillion, you know, these are the main components that go into that. So it's funny seeing those components individually personified with these characters, right? Because you have was it Kian or Kahani, Kanehime, who's the daughter of the owner of the Dragon Bank.
Yes.
And she does like venture capitalism almost.
Yeah. So the thing that intrigued me the most about this is that the thing that got me the most about this is that it involves money. And this reminds me of Bakuman. Now I know you probably haven't seen Bakuman, but Bakuman was about, it's on Hulu, but Bakuman is about like these 2 friends. One knows how to draw, the other one knows how to write, and they decide to make a manga together. And there's a few manga that actually got canceled, and they basically go through this whole dream of making this dream manga, but it also gives you a realistic view on how hard it is and how stressful it is, and how sometimes people get hospitalized and how sometimes people don't, you know, they get sick. I'll put it like that. They get sick, and then, you know, they're no longer with us. So, but with this one, this is a little bit more lighthearted, man. Like, you know, it's really centered around Gaku and Haru. Like Haru, like being pretty much the hustler, you know, pretty much the talker. So
yeah, man, and like, but the thing is like, he backs it up. What was it that he went in there and did the interview with her and said, yeah, I speak every language actually. And they were all looking at him like, bro, do you actually expect us to believe that you can speak every language? That's ridiculous. And they was laughing at him, and old girl started talking to him in French. And he was like, damn. He took off his glasses and then just started spitting it back to her in French real quick. They was like, oh, yeah.
Them motherfuckers didn't know how to.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to speak French. They didn't know how to speak French.
Yeah. So that shit was funny, man. It was funny. And it's funny seeing Gaku, who's the talent, kind of like go through his own moral compass, being with Haku and being like, bro, like everything that comes out this dude's mouth is a lie. If he's talking, he's lying, bro. Like I gotta stay away from this dude. But this dude puts him in positions to live out his dreams. So, and they're both in position to help each other live out their dreams. So it's kind of like a match made in heaven. So it's really interesting to see how this character progression works out between this dynamic.
Yeah. So, like the thing is with Haru is that on the surface he's a liar, right? But he's a hustler, right? Because there's always a method. He always he thinking 2 steps ahead. At least that's what we get in the first 4 episodes. So like the whole thing with French, because Gaku was fumbling and bumbling through his interview, but Haru was sweet talking his way through that because he know that's what the guys want to hear. But Kinahime was like reading through the BS, like she was reading through all that. And so, the thing is that Haru believes in Gaku and the things that he's doing. He's like, you know what? We can make money, man. Like we can do this. Like we can make this thing happen. And Gaku was like, hey, bro, we ain't got no money. And Haru was like,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
And man didn't give a damn. He didn't care.
I tell you, we gonna figure it out.
How did he switch the weights out?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
A little bit. Yeah, it's kind of sound a little bit off, just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm talking through the headphones for a second. I'm sorry, guys. I got to take the dog out. She's a puppy. But
yeah, we
have
Winry.
Chat.
Yeah,
Winry.
Yeah, Winry is like, hey, listen.
Yeah, she like, hey, my man, bro. I ain't all of that. Pause. Pause all of that.
Hold up.
So yeah, so I can still chat, but I'm gonna take her out real quick. But yeah, man. So here with this dynamic right there. Oh, when I pulled up with that priest outfit.
Yeah.
To that zone, I was like, man, what is my man doing? And I was actually, he was like, oh man, he's like, now that you won this contest, you can't be dressed like no act, but you gotta look nice, so you gotta get some nice bread. Get a suit. He said, okay. He said, I'll be back. I don't really got the money for a suit, but I'll figure something out.
Yeah.
He left. He showed up. Man, what did he show up with? He had a whole priest outfit.
He had a whole priest outfit because he was like, yeah, because if I don't do this, we ain't got a snowball's chance in hell on winning. Like we already in the top 12, and we gotta be number 1. Like we gotta win. We gotta throw this thing in her face. So the interesting thing about that is that with what Kirihime is doing, Kirihime like complements what Haru is doing, because Haru calls himself the self-proclaimed most selfish man in the world, and she offers the money as far as investing is concerned. But the catch to that was, to put things in perspective, well, I think she wanted 51% of the company. So when she wanted 51%, it's like, she got ownership. So she basically owns them as far as their business is concerned, wherever they decide the business will be. So playing this is not conducive with the Trillion game. So he's like, all right, we'll take this money, but they ain't signed anything. So I'm like, whoa, what is this about? And then he enters Gaku in this tournament where the best hackers in the world are trying to be number one. But since there's no character limit to the team name, he typed out the name as, listen, we are looking for investors for our business. You know, Kirahime offers X amount of dollars and 51% stake of our company. You can have a better offer if we, if we win we are open to other offers. One would think that Kirahime is like PO'd by this. Like, one would think that she would be upset by this, but she takes it as like, oh, well, you double crossed me. But you know what? Go ahead and do your thing. I wish you good luck. And if you do find another investor, so be it. If you don't, then you may not be as good as I thought you were. And I might have to pull back my investment. So whatever they was working on in that profession, like, they are taking a chance. They are rolling a risk. Haru is a risk taker. Like, this man on the left is a risk taker. And if you like anime, it's kind of like edge of your seat as far as like intellect and smarts. This is a perfect anime, but it's not on the forefront of Crunchyroll though. So if you just open up Crunchyroll or Hulu or Netflix, it's not the first thing you're going to see. That you're going to have to actually find it. So it is called Trillion Game, like Trillion. And you see that they made it. Like, they were successful, but you got to see how they got there. Just because you find out that very, very early on that they were successful in, achieving the Trillion Game, it still gives you that edge of your seat suspense on how they were able to do the things that they were able to do. So going to the money offer, Haru don't know anything about hacking. He don't know anything about computers. He don't know anything about anything. He is a talker. That is what he does. Like, Gaku is the computer nerd. That he's the one that knows about viruses. He knows about hacking different cameras, like doing different things. Like, he knows the ins and outs of cybersecurity. So he enters him in this tournament. And if you do end up in the top 12, you go to the next round. So Haru goes out and goes drinking. And whenever Gaku does this number right here, whenever he straps his sleeves up like here, he is really, really serious. So Haru was like, listen, I'm gonna lay it out the table for you. You got all the food, you got all the snacks, you got all the drinks that you need. And he's going up one-on-one with different people back and forth. And the harder the problem is that you solve, the more points that you get. So if you're a part of the top 12 and getting those points, then you go to the next round. While Haru's out drinking, what he does is, when you're thinking it's on the surface, he just out drinking. He just, lollygagging, having fun, not doing anything, not helping Gaku out, not being moral support. But the funny thing that he does is that he been working behind the scenes. All the people that he was with at the beer fest, he was communicating with people. He was actually networking with the people at the beer fest, but he was giving them information like, listen, my business partner Gaku got a situation going on and he needs some help solving these problems. So, you back?
I'm back. Let me switch the microphone back to the good one. Oh, it already did.
Oh, yeah. It's automatic.
Nice.
So basically where we were at is like the how he brought over 100 people to help Gaku out solving cybersecurity problems. I knew that. I knew you loved that episode though. I knew you.
Oh yeah. I did, bro. I was loving that episode, bro. I was sitting there and I was like, oh. And when they were writing and they were coding,
yeah,
and they were manipulating files and finding flags within the text and stuff, I'm like, man, this sounds really, 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 really familiar.
Yeah.
So it was cool to watch in person, and it was cool to watch people like get excited about that, because he was like, man, we got 100 different IT people, that we went drinking at the beer fest with, that are all showing up to help me. You know what I mean? But that's Haru's gift. That's where Haru shines, and that's why Haru and Gaku are such a great team. What's his real name?
His name is Manabu Gaku Taira. That's his full name, man. Haru name is Haru Tanoji.
Okay.
But the thing is that over 100 hackers on Zoom, well, basically 101, and they've been with him for 24. Well, I wouldn't say a full 24 hours because he burned some hours along the way. Basically, a whole day and night with Gaku helping him solve these. He said, "Oh, I got this one. I got this one. I got this one. Let me get that."
Oh, yeah.
And then people started to drop out because they fell asleep or whatever, but they stayed on. They did black out, and he made it to the top 12. I felt like if you got 100 people like helping you solve this stuff, I feel like you should have been higher than top 12.
Right. Oh yeah. But it looked like everybody else had a team too.
True. And they never told you there was no limits on the team. And then that final one that Gaku almost hit that thing, and I was like, hold on.
Wait a minute, think about it, man. That was smooth, man. That was smooth, man.
Yeah.
Even the opening one where he was like, "Oh, did you hear that?" at the very end. Let me try to manipulate that by a sound that he heard at the end of the recording. I was like, man,
yep,
this is
Star
cool.
Wars. He's like Star Wars.
Yeah,
is it? This is it. But Kirihime though, Kirihime won't. Like, she was like, listen, like I'll get both of y'all. That's what she said. I was like, wait a minute, you talking about like, about money or like what are you talking about? And Haru was like, I mean, which one you think she gonna sleep with? I was like, oh, this is what this is.
You need to get out your flesh.
like
yo, straight up, bro. She thirsty for real. She was like, no, I want to make this true.
I was like,
I want both of y'all.
I was like, hey, yo.
Like, I want both of y'all. What she said, I just professed my love for both of you.
And dude is sitting right here like super weird. He got to listen to all this, bro. He got to listen to all this.
He's like, what the fuck type of Jerry Springer shit am I sitting in on right now?
Like this is weird. This is weird, but
easily.
I'm anxious to see what will happen like in the rest of the show, and I will find the actual live action because I feel like the live action is fire too. But it came out in like 2023. I come to look up. I gotta find that. Let me. Matter of fact. Let me see if we can find that. Trillion game live action. Where can we find that? That thing said Netflix. That can't be right.
What?
It said Netflix.
It's been Netflix under our nose the whole time.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna throw my phone, man. I'm
pulling up Netflix right now.
Let me see. I typed in. Let me see. Trillion.
Yeah, Trillion game. Yep, right here.
Oh my God! It is on Netflix. It's right. No, it's right here. Yeah, it's right there. Wow. 10 episodes too. 10 episodes.
Yeah.
All right. So here we're gonna do. All right. So to the listeners. So next week we're gonna cover this live action though.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down. I'm way down for that.
Yeah, we're gonna cover this live action because I feel like, I can't believe that. Like, how is it on Netflix, but I did not see it on Crunchyroll though. I saw the anime on Crunchyroll, and it's only 4 episodes in. So I'm very, very curious about that.
I'm intrigued, bro. I'm intrigued.
It says, but okay, maybe there's another Trillion game too. It says, okay, manga series written by Riichiro Inagaki, illustrated by Ryoichi Ikegame. It was like 2020. And it's Viz Media. I did look on Viz Media and see if it was there. It wasn't there. It said television.
Hold on.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, it's a television drama adaptation aired from July to September 2023. Anime series from Madhouse, October 2024. So we got it new. And live action film adaptation would be February 2025.
Yeah, it says right here that the description is two old friends go into business together. One's a master communicator, the other's a great engineer. Their goal to make $1 trillion.
Yeah. Man.
And you could see that whole scene playing out right there. That's pretty. I mean, it's cool.
I did that. That's dope, man. Okay, so there's gonna be a live action film. I want to see how it differs from the actual television drama, though.
Real quick, while I'm talking about live action, have you seen the Gundam, the Requiem for Vengeance?
Not yet. Now, if y'all was looking at the ticker down there, ladies and gentlemen, it is in the top 10 and it has 5.8 million watch hours since it came out, since it dropped. I'm gonna watch it.
It's trash.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's trash. It's trash.
It's trash? For real? It's trash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's garbage. Yep.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yep. Yep.
Now, hold on. Now, when you say trash, like, what do you mean? Like, you talking about like the CGI?
The story is garbage. The CGI is pretty garbage. Except the CGI looks fire during the fight scenes. Like when it's Gundam on Gundam.
Yeah.
Those fight scenes, that shit looks gangster. That shit looks dope. But like during like the regular animations and shit like that, like non fight scenes, that shit is not up to par. And the plot is just I thought it was it's not a good story. Mm-hmm. Watch it.
Now, to be fair, now
I watched it. Maybe you like it, but I'm just saying, like, that shit is garbage, bro.
Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. To be fair, here's the thing. A Japanese movie budget is not an American movie budget. They were, it ain't gonna be like millions and millions of dollars. I feel like if it was like America's budget, then CGI gonna be different. So you gotta take that into anytime you watch like a Japanese film or a live action adaptation, you always got to take that into account. Now, mind you, there's some garbage out there. I don't
know.
Like Train to Busan, it's not Japanese, but Train to Busan, really, really good. Train to Busan 2, I think it's really, really good. But when it comes down to Full Metal Alchemist, I feel like the live action was somewhat of a turning point towards better looking live action.
Hell yes, bro. If they could have got Al's, or not Al's, but Ed's voice, to be like louder and match everybody else's voice in it, bro, that would have been great. The CGI and that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the way they did Al, crazy good, bro.
Yeah,
crazy good. Yeah, and I think that is no, that was Japanese.
Yeah, that was
crazy
Japanese.
Good, bro. Crazy good. But yeah, so when I see shit like that shit came out of what? 2017?
Yeah, maybe a little bit further back than that. I gotta check. Let me see. Full Metal Alchemist.
Came out like
2017. Yeah, you're right. 2017. Yeah, 2017.
Yeah. So that shit is like, there's no reason for that shit to be so ass. I mean, that shit didn't have a crazy budget either.
Rurouni Kenshin
video game.
Rurouni Kenshin was
bro.
Good. Live action,
fire.
Yeah. Live action was really good.
The One Piece shit was fire.
His ass.
But that's new. That's new. But and still, you know what I mean?
Well, I would say
it's Netflix. It don't matter. It's Netflix.
Yeah, but still yet though. All budgets ain't the same budget. You're gonna get, so if I make a movie and you make a movie, I'm gonna get a different set of money than you are. Like either I'm gonna have less or more than you. So you gotta work with what you got. And you might put all your budget in something else. Prime example, Blue Lock, right? Blue Lock season 1, fire, right? Mm-hmm. Like the animation was fluid. It was getting it. Same studio, same everything. Season 2, you get these PowerPoint slides. Like it ain't, but I'm hearing that the majority of their budget went into the last few episodes when it came down to like a major match. And I was like, I hope you keep the audience that long. But like with Trillion Game,
Blue Lock was fire.
Yeah, like with Trillion Game, the animation looks it looks different. It don't look weird, but it looks different. But
it's like if they try to recreate like a 90s style animation for an anime, you know what I mean?
Exactly. It ain't bad.
So,
it ain't bad.
No, I don't think it's bad at all. I actually really like it. I really appreciate that 90s and 80s style anime.
Yeah. Like, listen, man, Haru is on some other shit. This man said, I refuse to work for somebody. I'm gonna have $1 trillion. Me and you gonna have $1 trillion by the end of all this. Like, we're gonna keep trying. You know, like, and then Kaku was like, listen, if this don't happen, we're gonna be living on the street. He was like, yeah. And we're gonna do something again, because by the end of the day,
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Hey, it is what it is.
I'm from around the way.
I'm leaving with something. Like, I'm a networker. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna get this paper.
Yeah, he makes true. He makes true, and he always shows up when he needs to. That's the crazy thing about it.
He pulls through, man, every single time. Like, this is somebody you need to have in your corner. Like, if you're trying to make some major bread and you're trying to like own your own business and stuff like that, Haru is that dude to have in your corner. Like,
yes,
this man started off by having your 6. Like, you just bought a laptop.
You getting robbed, bro.
You about to get jacked.
Yeah, they was sticking you, bro.
Yeah, like, you literally just your life savings you spent on this laptop that you want. And I think it was like a Sony Vaio or something like that, but it didn't say that.
Yeah.
You kind of get the emblems.
It said VL or some shit like that instead of Vaio. But yeah, it's the same. It had, instead of Intel, it said Enter.
Yeah. And see, them are wise. They say names like Amazon and Google, and they show you like half the emblems so they won't get popped. But like, Gaku,
they spelled Microsoft. They spelled Microsoft like MY.
Yeah.
MY some. Yeah. Little shit.
Yeah, you catch it. You know what I mean? Like, Gaku literally, his money, his life savings, spent on his laptop. This man left the store and got robbed. And Haru jumped out of that joint. He's like, listen, I'm about to beat all y'all ass, bro. He say, they about to steal this laptop? Say less. He beat everybody.
Beat everybody up.
And he said, well,
and then,
I'm like, okay.
And then when that truck drove off, he was all upset about it. He was like, man, what? Like, what are you so upset about? And he's like, you're not mad that you beat up a whole bunch of people and what you had to do. You're just mad that you got caught doing it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason you're mad.
Yeah.
So right then and there, like, he always was suspicious of this dude's moral compass. And was like, man, I don't know. At first, right? Because at first he was like, bro, this dude is bad to be around. I shouldn't be around this dude. But whenever he realized, like, yo, this dude really did help me, and he decided to help him back, was like, you know, the beginning of that.
Yeah.
That friendship.
Anybody that like just comes out the way and do that, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit leery, because, you know, that's some mafia shit. Because now you owe me something. You know, that kind of thing.
Right.
But he was never on that type. Like, what really let me know he's a real one is when he sacrificed that watch. Because he talked about how valuable that watch was. He was like, where's your watch? He was like, hey man, I put it towards his business. Like, for everybody, those 100 people or whatever, he was like, you did that? And dude was like crying. He was like, yes, I did that. And he was like, you realize if we don't do this, like, all of our life savings are gone. He said so nonchalant, like, yep. He's like, we gonna be living on the street. Yep.
Yeah.
I guess you better win then.
Now we tracking. Now we on the same page.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
you better win this shit.
Yeah, we here now, dog. Like,
man, do you know when the new episodes drop?
So I think episode 4 is a new one. So if I'm a guessing man, I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or Saturday. I'm on it though. That's like one of my new favorite animes. Like, it's outside of the norm. Yeah, it's outside of the norm for sure. Would that consider slice of life?
I think so.
Really?
I would consider that a slice of life. I think I would. I don't know. Yeah. So far, yeah. But I mean, the minute he gave out that watch, though, I'm like, yeah, he a real one. Like, I believe in you, dog. I believe in you and what you do, and we're gonna make this money together. Because what you do realize, though, Kirihime was right. She said that this combination between the two of you, y'all are a very dangerous combo. But one can't succeed without the other, though. Yep.
So I did take notice of that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. They do. They complement each other well because, like, you know, if Gaku had the charisma that Haru had, then he would be good to go. But if Haru had the technical prowess that Gaku does, then he would be good to go. It just happened to be that they just coincide and they mesh well. So
yeah,
she's very right, and I'm excited to see what like the next. I don't know where this is gonna go.
No,
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like they won the competition, they got their flowers. They're looking for that next investment, right? They're looking for another investment. Like where does it go from here? Like I don't know. It's intriguing. I can't wait to see the next episode.
But you did catch though they were successful in the end, but you saw that early on in the beginning, but you don't know the journey for them to get there though.
Right.
That's what I was saying, you know, when you stepped out to the audience is that it's still suspenseful because you don't know if they were successful seamlessly. You don't know where they failed at. You don't know none of that stuff. And I feel like as a business owner, it's inspiring because they tell you the risk that you take sometimes, and sometimes it takes some balls to actually be successful in doing what you're doing. Because Mark Cuban, prime example, Mark Cuban hasn't always been rich.
Oh no,
you know, I mean, at some point he was dirt poor. Like me, you know, listen to him in Club Shay Shay. Anytime this man leaves a business, he writes a check for his employees, every single one of them. Like he said, when you left
every time he leaves,
yeah, he does that. Because Shannon was like, with the Mavs, it was a company. He say, did everybody become millionaires? Seemed like I wrote a check for everybody, and I would say at least about 85-90% of them are millionaires.
Damn.
I was like, dang, that's the best boss ever, dog. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's the best boss ever. Like I work for Mark Cuban,
bro. And that's the point right there. You know what I mean? You want people who are really gonna work for you and turn you out a successful product, bro. You got to treat them right. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
Like, that's exactly what you said. I would work for Mark Cuban. You're a good dude, bro. I mean, he would be lucky to have you. So that's exactly what I mean. And I wish more people would do shit like that.
It ain't a whole lot, man. It ain't a whole lot. So next thing is we got some other nerd news out here. So you find out that
what you knew all along. You find out what you knew all along.
What you knew all along. Listen. Indefinitely on the shelf. Bro, here's my thing. First of all, what's that disgusting? Disgusting. You see that face? Disgusting, man. He was right. There's only one blade. There's only one. And it's not.
Well, you think that's what it is? You think that's what it is? You think?
I don't think that's what it is. I think whatever story they were trying to tell, they're trying to talk about the daughter of Blade, and like maybe like a passing of the torch type of situation. But we don't want that shit.
No,
we want Blade.
We want to see some gruesome vampire shit.
Yeah,
that's what I want to see. I want to see some guts. I want to see blood everywhere, bro. I want to see Blade doing Blade vampire shit, you know. And I don't know. Listen, and not for nothing, I'm all with the reboot. That shit doesn't bother me. I just watched the new Scream movie, the one that came out last year. I think it was the 2023 one.
But it's not really a remake though. It's a continuation.
Yeah. Well, it's not. So they called it it's not a reboot. It's a requel. No. They were like, it's not really a reboot, but it's not a sequel. Like they got the same characters and stuff. I forgot what they called it. I think it was a requel. They called it a requel, I think. But anyways, and I thought that was good, but I digress. I don't know, man. It's just like I like original stories. I just wish there would be more.
Yeah. There's several stories.
You know what I'm saying? I guess, but I'm not like against there being like a Blade daughter like movie if it's good content. You know what I'm saying? Like you can spin it off. I don't care as long as it's good. as long as the story's not garbage, because like that's what I feel like that's what you get a lot of times with like these reboots. They try so hard to like follow the subject material, but I wish that they would just not. I wish that every single one that would just be an original story. I think that would be great. I'm down to watch different. Like I want to watch a different Spider-Man, bro. I want to watch a different Superman that I've never seen before. When I got to see that last Batman, I was like, bro, this is dope. There's a new Batman. But now, but what if I want to see a space Batman? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, what if it's like, what if they make that shit fire, bro? What if like Steven Spielberg or some shit produces like a fucking space Batman and that shit is, I want to see that.
A space Batman?
Yeah, I want to see a space Batman.
Hey man, listen. Hold up. Nah.
I want to see
Dinosaur Batman. You going off. I mean, hold on now. Dark Knight Metal. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Like the Metal series, that makes sense. That do make sense. But as far as a live action, as far as what James Gunn is doing, it wouldn't fit into the mythos. Like it wouldn't fit in what he was trying to do. But Batman,
that's what I'm saying. That's all following subject, source material.
But did we say a few weeks ago though how these directors are? These comic book readers don't know what they're talking about. They think they know more than us. That goes around the lines with what they're doing, and then the movies typically go. Prime example. I haven't watched it yet. Because
most people don't share my opinion on that, and I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Most people don't share my opinion. That's why them shits do bad. But I like it, I'm gonna support that shit every time. Like if it's like, yo, we got Wonder Woman, but she's a giraffe, not a giraffe, bro. But like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we got Wonder Woman, but like, it's I don't know, like a different variant. Like instead of being like in a different Amazonian universe, she's like in a water universe or some shit like that. I don't know, like just something different. Just a good story is all I care.
With this Wonder Woman, the one
I know that
earlier, that she don't come from Themyscira. She coming from hell.
Boom. Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Yeah, shit like that. That's the type of shit I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I get that there is source material for that in the comics, right? And I guess like if it follows that, I guess it's fine. But bro, like quit telling me the same fucking Superman story, bro. Stop telling me the same Batman story. Stop telling me the same all of that shit. Like it's just old, bro.
So here's the thing though. So Brielle Brooks, which is the daughter of Blade, right? To introduce her, yeah, I do get that, right? I wouldn't say it would be a bad movie, but I feel like there would be creative differences between and they thought about the time period too. They were looking back at like older time, like 1800s or something like that, and I was like, nah. So like, because you said to yourself earlier, you're like, yeah, I got to get back into comics. Like if you reading comics to the level to what like I'm doing or any of the other, you would not feel that way.
Yeah,
because you were like, they shitting on what my imagination is. And so it's like, but the thing is with Superman stories, it's never the same story. It's just that they lack imagination. Like, but Man of Steel is fire, like absolute fire. But and how they did it, great. So like with Batman, like, so where they fucked up at with Batman is when they stepped away with what Tim Burton's vision was, because Tim Burton was flawless in what he was doing. When he did Batman 1989 and Batman Returns, parents was like, it's too dark and It was like all this other shit. That's why you saw this brightness in Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. And financially, I think it was successful. But as far as Rotten Tomatoes, George Clooney had to apologize. He was like, I'm sorry for that movie. I'm sorry.
Well, Batman and Robin?
Yes. That movie was trash. Like
I guess I haven't watched Batman and Robin as an adult, but I remember loving that fucking movie as a kid, bro. As a kid, I mean, but I wasn't really like watching the plot like that, bro. I just know I was watching Batman and Robin beat people up. You know what I mean? So it was
popcorn
cool to
movie.
me. Yeah, it was a popcorn movie, but like now watching it now, I would probably be like, this is hot garbage.
Oh yeah, if you watch it again, you be like, did I watch this shit? Like for real though? Now, not for nothing. I can't say I watch all perfect movies because one of my favorite movies, like a movie that kind of relaxes me in a way, or if I have trouble sleeping, I watch Street
Here we
Fighter
go.
with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So it's like,
Oh, that's a bad movie,
you know,
bro.
I know it's a bad movie. That's the thing.
Okay.
I know the best part of that movie is Raul Julia. That is the best part of the movie is Raul Julia. How he was with Bison, how animated he was. But like the Batman, that's not uncommon with Batman though. That's part of the Batman mythos. Like he's the world's greatest detective. Like for him coming into a crime scene, solving certain things, that is Batman at his core. We never saw that on screen, so that's not necessarily different. That's like something we never seen before on screen. Let me put it like that.
On screen,
in the comics,
on screen.
We know that's what he does.
You see that?
We see that, right? But Batman in space, though, the only way that mofo is in space is if he's in the Justice League Watchtower and they fight like Darkseid or some shit. Like that's the only way he's gonna get up there. Otherwise, he don't give a damn about what's going on there. You got Green Lantern, like police in the area. He ain't interested. He worried about God.
I guess, but like, I mean, it was cool to see, like, even the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, right? When you got to see all those different versions of Wolverine. I thought that was cool because you see like a battered, like kind of like reserved, kind of shattered version of like Wolverine. Like you never seen that.
Yeah, in the comics
you'll never see that. Yeah, but in the comics you have. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like it's just cool to see. I guess you're right. Like in that, like if there's source material for it, like you should just follow the source material.
And there's several stories about Blade, right? And there's several stories about Superman. Just like what James Gunn said about Superman, like this ain't an origin story. This man is well into his Superman heroism, and he's working at Daily Planet, and there's already heroes around him that are what do you call them? Not enhanced, metahumans. That are metahumans that are around him. So it makes sense. So I like that because now it's gonna feel. I feel like this is a bold statement when I say this. I feel like that Superman movie next year is probably going to be argued one of the greatest superhero movies of all time.
I hope you're right, bro, because they're long overdue.
Yeah, think about Superman 78. It was 78. Yeah, Superman 78, the first Superman movie with Christopher Reeve.
Yeah,
like the people that been growing up, like watching the progression and evolution of superhero movies, most people always go back to that Superman movie and say, like, this is the greatest superhero movie ever, based off of, because that was kind of started everything. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's one thing though, like being a pillar and like being like a OG and whatever, you know what I mean, and being a staple in it and like being one of the best. That's two completely different things.
Yeah, that's true. That's a true statement. Like, where does Batman fit into this? Because the Batman for the DC universe, that's not that Batman is in this universe. It's Elseworlds. He's in a totally different universe than this. Like, where does Batman fit into that? Like, and that's not even on the scale. It's not even on the lineup. But Blade though getting not canceled, but suspended indefinitely.
I didn't care. I don't know. I wasn't super excited for it anyway. Like, I mean, I was excited for it, but I was gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But Wesley Snipes ain't in it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. You feel me? It's not the same. It's not the same, bro. So I was gonna wait. I was gonna watch it, but I wasn't excited for it. You know what I mean?
I think when it was first announced, was it 2009 when this thing was first announced? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. So don't quote me on that. I think it was announced a while back. I want to say, matter of fact, hold on. Let me double check this. I want to make sure,
because that's crazy, bro.
I want to make sure I ain't putting out no false information out there. I ain't want to do that. I ain't trying to get crucified out here.
No.
Let me see here. Screen rant. Let's see here. We got a scene. Okay, delayed indefinitely. It's probably gonna be in the 2028 time slot. Okay, so you got Captain America: Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and finished filming the Fantastic Four: First Steps. Okay, 2019. This was announced in 2019.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So Mahershala
2009.
Ali.
I was finna say, hey, what?
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about this ticker. I'm thinking about Beyond Good and Evil too. That's what I'm thinking about because that's been in limbo since 2009. But yeah, so you got Mahershala Ali, been waiting since 2019, now 50 years old. So what are we doing here? Just give it to Blade. Let it. You know, give it to Wesley Snipes.
I guess they couldn't maybe they just couldn't get it to fit within the MCU somehow.
Maybe
they're having, yeah.
I mean, and you're right though, because the only thing we got from Blade is that off-screen voice from Eternals. I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ali. Yeah. He did like a quick voice cameo in Eternals.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Terrence Howard situation. This is what's gonna be. And I saw a loose rumor, and this has not been confirmed. So let me repeat this. This has not been confirmed. Okay, so this is a rumor for the viewers out there. I've heard he's been in negotiation for Martian Manhunter on DC side. That shit would be hilarious. That shit would be hilarious.
That shit would be crazy. I would pay to watch that, bro.
That shit would be hilarious, dog. In no way. If
bro,
that's true.
Does he Terrence Howard? You said Terrence Howard?
No. Mahershala Ali, the Blade actor. Like, there's been rumor circulated, but we don't know if it's fact or fiction. But if it's in fact of him being in negotiation with DC as far as Martian Manhunter, you know full well DC is not delaying shit.
Oh yeah, that shit is coming out.
You got James Gunn and Peter Safran, right? Like, whatever the date is,
I dead ass thought you was trying to tell me Terrence Howard was gonna play him, and I was like, bro, that is actually hilarious.
You imagine Terrence Howard?
That. Hell nah.
You in danger, man.
Oh, that's you in danger, man. You don't get that? You gotta get up out of here, man.
My telepathy is picking up on something, man. Nah, that ain't it right there. But Mahershala, he can play a Martian Manhunter, like, for sure. Like, James Gunn just jumped ship, though. I mean, not just jumped ship. He been over there. Him and Peter Safran. This man is reading comics. He has comic book writers that is familiar with the mythos of Superman, Lanterns, Creature Commandos, which Creature Commandos come out this December. And that looks fire. And like all these other people, like he's reading, you see him with comic books, like on his Twitter feeds. Like, this is coming out of the pages, things that we've been asking for, things we've been begging for, because he cares about the mythos. And I feel like that's why DC is another bold statement. At this point, I feel like in the comic book situation, I feel like DC has all the momentum.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Like with the Fall of Krakoa, that was like the biggest thing. And then you got Uncanny X-Men, you got Sentinels #1, which that's coming out later on this week. For the listeners, it's out now, but my coverage of it. Then if you've been looking at the ticker, Nightwing #119, you got Superman #19, because after the events of Absolute Power, the ability spread. Some of it did go to the same people. Some new people are powered up with special abilities. Like in Superman 19, there's a new Superwoman. I can't reveal who it is, but it'll shock you. But you know what I'm saying? It'll shock you. You know what I mean? So like you got all this shit going on in DC. On top of all that,
Tell me in the private chat who it is.
Oh, where? Okay.
Because I'm probably you ain't gonna spoil it for me. I just want.
See, see, yo, I bet your ass gonna read it now.
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah, yeah, I might. Yeah, I might.
Yo,
Bro,
that expression was priceless. He was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I gotta peep that. I gotta peep that.
Right. I was like, so
yeah, that's crazy.
DC been like they've been going off, dog. They've been doing what they're doing, and I've also noticed though, like in the videos that I've been posting, that I got more views from like DC material than Marvel lately, because DC right now is the new hotness, man. They are popping hot. What I mean by this is that they are being advertised on TV, like commercials on TV, like AEW Dynamite. For the people that watch AEW Dynamite, there's aprons saying DC All In. The guardrails got DC all on the guardrails in blue, and I'm like, it's like in your face. I'm like, what is this,
bro? It's about time, bro. I hope that shit really does go off, because like I've been dying to watch like some really good DC material, because like before this, it was only the animated series for me, or the animated movies that I was like, man, these are like what DC is like good at. Like it's like these dark, gritty like stories. But it would be nice to get that in a movie that's not 4 hours long, you know what I mean? And it's just like a good story, and and it doesn't feel rushed, you know, because I feel like that's the case for a lot of these movies. They just feel rushed.
But not for nothing, I really do enjoy the Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League. I really did enjoy that. So I don't know, man.
I
those
like
comics.
Hey, yeah. Those comics are fire. I ain't gonna hold you. The comics are dope.
Yeah, what I just told you in that private chat, you was like, God damn.
What?
Yeah. They cooking out here. They cooking. They're frying it up, bro. That's what they're doing. Sauteing.
You said really? That's the Wonder Woman?
No. That is Superman 19. That is Superman 19.
That's who Superman 19 is? Is that what you're telling me?
That's who Superwoman
is.
Yeah,
that's what Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Superman 19. New outfit and all, dog. New outfit and all. Telling you.
Superman 2019.
No, just not 2019, just Superman 19, just number 19. Just number 19. Also, on November 1st, just so you know, breaking news, Demon Slayer and Adidas shoes will be released November 1st. So if you
gonna be fire?
You know, from what I saw.
Hey, bro, that's what she look like?
Hey, you see it? You see it? You're looking. Oh man. Hey, that's just a slice of it, man. That's just a slice. That's just a slice, bro. See? Now, see how you looking?
That's That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That outfit.
Just because
you think it's somebody else.
Yeah, you think it's somebody else, but it ain't. Listen, now there's a Superwoman movie called Woman of Tomorrow. Like that's gonna be like, I would highly encourage you to read that too. But that's a movie. But either way, though, man, DC is popping hot right now, and I feel like if they keep this momentum, they may overtake. They may be right here with Marvel, or do this number right here.
Cool.
What they're doing, and I'm all for that competition.
Me too.
You know, Marvel can get off their ass. That's all I need to say.
And I'm excited to see who they're gonna have as like their trademark actors, like for some of these things and some of these movies moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Iron Man is gonna be RDJ. You know what I'm saying? That's
it always. Even though he's out of Doom.
Man, you know?
Now he's out of Doom.
Yeah. That's strange, right? But then Captain America now is always going to be Chris Evans. Like,
Yeah, always. Like you can't replace that man. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now
Wolverine's always going to be Hugh Jackman. Yeah, go ahead.
Always. Now, for what you saw, that's comic book only though, so that's not on TV. That's not on movies. But if it was a movie, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be mad at it. Now, how long this lasts, based off how good this thing might be, it might last. It might last.
I hope so. I hope DC really take the F off, man. I've been dying, like I said, I've been dying to get my hands on.
Yeah,
just a good DC movie, man. Something that makes sense and something that'll get me excited for the next one.
Yeah, no doubt, man. But check it, man. You already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. The more likes we get, the more followers we get, the more people are expanded to your viewing, man. You got anything else for the listeners out there?
Yeah, I do.
What
you ready?
What you got? Oh, here we go. What you got?
You ready? Wash your dirty ass. Wash your dirty, stinking asses. I know.
You ought to know what time it is, man. This is our show for tonight. We will be back Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And be on the lookout for the videos that we're going to post. Yes, I will be covering Superman 19. Yes, I will be covering Nightwing number 119. But there's 2 other comics that is before it. Actually, 3 asses. So we got a little lineup as far as comics we're going to talk about. So until next time, y'all. Peace.